We'll begin in standing mountain pose. Feet hip width apart, firmly planted into the mat. Palms are facing forward. Heart is open. Kneecaps are lifted. Shoulders are relaxed. And find your gaze. Your eyes may be closed. And begin to settle into the breath. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Throughout your practice, keep focusing on your breath, for it will open your heart and open your mind and deepen your practice. We'll inhale, circle our arms up high to the sky, and exhale, hinge at the hips, release and fold, finding a generous bend into the knees, releasing the neck and lower back. Inhale, come up halfway, long spine. Exhale, plant the palms, and step back into downward facing dog, sending the heart towards the thighs, creating a V-line, bending the knees as much as you'd like, and your ears are away from your shoulders. Inhale, come up high into the balls of the feet. Exhale, release. A few more times. Inhale, up high onto the balls of the feet, opening up the fascia. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up high one more time. Then exhale, release. We'll come on up and over into plank pose. Expanding the back, shoulder blades away from each other, pressing into the mat firmly. Your heels are over the balls of your feet. Brighten up the back legs. Crown is forward. And then bring the knees down. Uncurl the toes, lower yourself all the way down as we set up for Cobra pose. Palms along the ribs, tops of the feet pressing firmly to the mat, kneecaps lifted. Inhale, opening up the heart. Lift up, exhale, release. Again, inhale, using your back strength, open up the heart. Exhale, release. This time, opening up the heart and straightening our arms for a deeper back bend. And then we'll release. Curl the toes and come back into downward facing dog. Deep breaths in, long breath out. Inhale, lift that right foot up high. Exhale, send it through between the palms. Plant the left palm. Inhale, lift that right arm up high for a side twist. Gaze can be up. And exhale, release that arm. Pressing both hands into the mat, open up the heart for runner's lunge. And then exhale, downward facing dog. We'll come onto the other side. Inhale, lift the left foot up high. And exhale, send it through between the palms. Plant in the right palm this time. Inhale, lift that left arm up high, open the heart. And then exhale, plant that palm, frame the foot. Inhale, shine the heart forward for runner's lunge. And exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll come on to the knees. Set up for cat-cow, shoulder blades above the wrists, hips above the knees. Uncurl the toes, straight spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up for cow, and exhale, pressing into the mat away, chin to chest, tuck in the pelvis, rounding the spine for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up for cow. Exhale, rounding the spine for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly, lift that gaze. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Come back to neutral spine. Inhale, lift the right arm up high. And exhale, send it through between the palm and knee for thread the needle. Palm can be next to your face, out in front of you, or onto the lower back. Opening up the shoulder here, stacking them above each other, and breathe. And we'll come on to the other side, bring the palm down next to the face. Inhale, lift that right arm up high. And exhale, release it next to the left. We'll come on to the other side. Inhale, lift that left arm up high. Exhale, send it through between the palm and leg for thread the needle. Arm can come out in front, or at the top of the mat, or onto the lower back. And deep breaths here. You'll plant the palm, press yourself up. Inhale, lift that left arm up high. Exhale, set it down next to the right. We'll set up for puppy dog pose. Staying on our knees, this time just sending the heart down onto the mat. Arms out in front of you, hips up high. Release, opening up that heart. You can come onto your forehead, or if you're able to, maybe onto the chin. Whatever feels comfortable for you. We'll inhale, come back to tabletop pose. Curl those toes and lift the hips up high for a downward facing dog. And bend the knees, look forward and walk yourself up to the top of the mat. Release and fold. Inhale, come up halfway lift, long spine, crown forward. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, start to slowly roll yourself all the way up, coming back in a standing mountain pose, shoulders up and away from the ears, and exhale, release it down the back. Palms are forward, standing firmly. Inhale, circle those arms up high to the sky. And this time, interlace the fingers. We'll come into a side bend. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lean over to the right side of the room, setting the hips toward the left. Keeping the shoulders stacked over each other so they're not collapsing over. Gaze is lifted. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, leaning over towards the left, sending the hips towards the right. Again, making sure that right shoulder blade isn't collapsing over. And your gaze is up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, open the arms, palms facing each other, shoulder width apart. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, twist over towards the right side of the room. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, twist onto the other side. Right arm forward, left palm back. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, opening up the arms, angel wings, slight back bend, opening up the heart. Gaze is up, pelvis is tucked. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, long spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the right foot back. Inhale, shine the heart forward for runner's lunge. Knees stacked over the ankle, And then exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot up high. Exhale, send it through for low lunge. Heart is forward. And then step the left foot to meet the right. Release and fold. Inhale, circle those arms up high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale those arms up high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back. Come into runner's lunge, heart forward. And then step the right foot to meet the left for downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that left foot up high. Exhale, send it through between the palms. Inhale, low lunge, runner's lunge. Exhale, step the right foot to meet the left, release and fold. Inhale, circle those arms up high to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale those arms up high. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank pose, setting up for chaturanga. Elbows tucked into the ribs, rolling over the toes for upward dog. Everything lifted except for the tops of the feet. And then roll yourself over into downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. You have the option to come into cobra, lowering yourself all the way down, or chaturanga halfway and up dog, just like I did. Anytime we flow it out. Inhale, lift that right foot up high. Exhale, send it through for warrior one, planting the back foot down, about 45-degree angle. Right hip next to left. Inhale, bring those arms up high. And exhale, settle into this pose, knee stacked over the ankle. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, open up to warrior two. Opening up the hips, knee stacked over the ankle again, making sure you can see that right front big toe, right arm forward, left palm back, and gazes forward. Relaxing the shoulder blades. Pressing evenly into both feet. We'll swing that back arm forward, coming back to warrior one. And then exhale, bring the palms to meet, interlacing the fingers. We'll inhale, opening up the heart, dragging it down the back, and then exhale, fold, coming into humble warrior, bringing the right shoulder inside of the right leg. Releasing the forehead, pressing firmly into both feet, and engaging our core. Deep breaths here. On your next inhale, come back up. Release the palms, inhale, arms up high. And then exhale, plant the palms, step back, and flow. Coming down halfway or all the way, or you can just skip it and meet me back into downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Coming on to the other side. We'll inhale, lift our left foot up high. And then exhale, send it through between the feet, anchoring that back foot, coming into warrior one, sending the left hip next to the right, arms up, pinkies rolling in, releasing the shoulder blades. And then open up to warrior two on the other side, opening up the hips. Heel to arch alignment. Right arm back, left arm forward. Relaxing the shoulder blades. Gazes forward. Making sure you can see that front left big toe. We'll inhale, swing that right arm up, back, coming back into warrior one. And then exhale, release the palms behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Humble warrior, other side. Inhale, open the heart, lengthen. And exhale, release and fold. Coming inside of the left knee. Releasing the head. core engage. Inhale, come back up using the strength of your core. Warrior One. And then exhale, plant the palms. Step back, flow it out, or just come straight to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. We'll inhale, lift that right foot up high. And exhale, step it through between the palms for high crescent lunge. This time, back heel is over the back ball of the foot, coming up high. Strong pose here. Everything is engaged, releasing the shoulder blades. And then exhale, open twist to the right side of the room. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, plant the palms, step back and flow, or skip and come to downward facing dog. Coming on to the other side. Inhale, left foot up high. Exhale, step it through between the palm, high crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up high. Pinkies in. Find your gaze. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, twist over to the left side of the room, right arm forward, left arm back. Deep breath here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back and flow it out. All the way or halfway. For Cobra Up Dog. And then downward facing dog. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. And we'll send the knees down. Come into child's pose, knees wide as much as you'd like, toes together, and sink the hips back, arms out in front, and breathe. Maybe rolling your head from side to side, and just focus on your breath, coming back to it. And on your next inhale, come back to tabletop pose, curl the toes, and send the hips up high, downward facing dog. We'll inhale, lift that right foot up high, and exhale, step it through for Warrior One, anchoring that back foot, lengthening that back foot, bending the front knee. Inhale, arms up high, and exhale here. Inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale, opening up to Warrior Two, bending at the front knee, heel to arch alignment, gazes forward, opening up that heart. And we'll flip the front palm and inhale, lengthen forward, and then exhale, draw it back for Reverse Warrior. Right arm up and over, gazes up. And then inhale back to Warrior Two. And exhale, side angle pose. Right arm on top of the right thigh. Inhale the arm up and over, but this time draw it back, and then place that arm either onto the lower back, or if you can, wrap it around that front right thigh, opening up the heart a little deeper. And we'll inhale, come back to Warrior Two. Exhale here. Inhale this time, lift that right foot, pivot it towards the left side of the room, both feet facing the left side. We'll inhale, open up the heart, slight back bend. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, release and fold with a flat back. Hands can come wrapping around the ankles, around the big toes. Or maybe you can bring them out in front of you for a wide downward dog. or behind you for a deeper stretch. Bringing the weight onto the balls of the feet, sending the hips up a little higher. And we'll inhale, come up halfway. Exhale here. Then inhale, lift yourself all the way back up. And then we'll set up for triangle pose, pivoting that right foot forward. And we'll send the left hip back and our right arm forward and reach forward until we can't keep reaching anymore. And then exhale, release the right arm down, lifting that left arm up. Gaze can be up or down. And then we'll send our gaze down, and then frame the foot, and come back to a runner's lunge, pivoting onto the ball of the back foot. We'll plant the left palm, and inhale, lift our right arm up high for another twist. And then exhale, plant the palm, step back into downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Coming on to the other side. We'll inhale, lift that left foot up high. And then exhale, send it through between the palms. Coming back into a warrior one. Inhale, lifting those arms up high. Hips are level. And on your next exhale, open up to warrior two. Other side. Left arm forward, right arm back. Coming into reverse warrior. Inhale, lift that left arm up and over. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to warrior two. And then exhale, side angle pose, other side, bringing that right arm up and over, sending it towards the back, leaving it onto the lower back, or maybe, possibly, wrapping it around the left thigh, opening that heart deeper. And we'll inhale, come back to warrior two. And then straighten that leg, pivoting the left foot to meet the right side of the room this time. Interlacing the fingers, we'll inhale, open the heart up just like we did in Humble Warrior. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, release and fold. Bring the palms up and over. Deep breath here. Long breath out. You can release your arms at any moment if you'd like. We'll inhale, come up halfway. Exhale here. And then inhale, come up all the way. And come into triangle pose. Straighten that front leg, pivoting it to the front room. And then sending that right hip back, reaching forward until you can't reach anymore. Then exhale, release that left arm, right arm up high. Gaze can be down or up, whatever feels good to your neck. And opening up that heart, we'll inhale, pivoting onto the back ball of the foot, coming into runner's lunge, planting the right palm, or inhale, lift that left arm up high for another twist. Exhale here, planting the palm, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Again, deep breath in through the nose, long breath out the mouth. And come on to the knees. And you'll lower yourself all the way onto the mat, coming onto your belly. And releasing the arms along the side. And chin is on the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift everything up using the back strength, your legs up, your arms up, gazes up. Keep lifting, for 3, 2, and exhale, release. We'll come into bow pose here, this time bringing the knees together, bending the knees, grabbing at the tops of the feet, coming into another back bend. We'll inhale, lift that heart up, lifting those thighs up off the ground, finding a deep stretch into the arms, pulling yourself back, and then exhale, release. Letting go of the legs, and bring your gaze to one side of the room. A few breaths here. And we'll switch gaze, turning your head to opposite side. And then when you're ready, just meet me back into child's pose. Knees wide, toes together, arms out in front. A few breaths here. When you're ready, lift yourself up and walk those hands back, coming to a kneeling pose. We'll set up for camel pose, coming onto the knees, hip width apart, so about 2 fists between the knees. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. And we'll send the palms facing down onto our lower back. Inhale, lengthen, opening up that heart, and then exhale, bending the back but sending those hips forward, keeping the hips above the knee. And you could stay here with your gaze up, or if it's possible, grabbing onto the ankles or the back heels, making sure those hips are still forward. And then maybe releasing that head, opening up the throat, and really opening up that heart. And when you're ready, slowly release, coming back up. And then exhale, coming into an embryo pose. So knees together, toes together, releasing the forehead. So releasing the arms along the side. And breathe. Releasing that lower back. And when you're ready, come back up. And we'll swing our legs out in front of us, coming to lie down onto our back. Releasing everything. And on your next exhale, bring the right knee in towards the chest. Maybe twirling the ankle out. And then when you're ready, we'll send the right knee towards the left side of the room. And bring our gaze out towards the right, along with our arm. Setting up for a supine spinal twist. Really sending that final breath you have into these last few poses as our class is coming near an end. Inhale, come back to center. Draw both knees into the heart, into the chest. And then exhale, or release that right leg long, keeping the left knee in towards the chest. Maybe twirling out the ankle. And breathe. then we'll draw that left knee over towards the right side of the room, sending the gaze over towards the left for our final supine twist. And on your next inhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Bring both knees in towards the chest, lifting the forehead up to the knees. Give it a squeeze. And then exhale, release everything. Coming into Shavasana pose. Letting the legs fall out. Palms up. And letting Mother Earth hold you. And when you're ready, begin to wiggle the fingers, and wiggle the toes, finding movement into your body. And then bring those arms up and over. Find a deep, long stretch in the body. Then exhale, roll yourself over onto one side, supporting your head with your arm. And then push yourself up into a seated pose, crossing the legs. And then bring both palms onto the heart. Closing the eyes here. And just remind yourself of the amount of love that you have given, and also the amount of love that you have received from those that are here with us today and those that are here with us in spirit. But most importantly, continue to open your heart up to yourself. For the more you open your heart up and give love to yourself, the more you'll impact this world to loving each other. We'll inhale our arms up high to the sky and exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.